Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am known as Marcus Aurelius, and this is known as Crusader Kings 2, the Byzantine Empire. Let me introduce you to Byzantium Dr. Clinical of the Byzantine Empire. The Empire has fallen on hard times. She is 15 years old, so it'll be a year plus or minus 6 months before she becomes an adult, but unfortunately, there has been a steady decline in the skill levels of the Aurelii. If you'll recall, Marcus and Tip had incredibly good stats and tons of really good traits. James lost a few, but we were able to build him up over the years. But poor Byzantium Dr. Clinical only has Born in the Purple, Content, which kind of sucks, and Proud. Which technically is a bad thing, but it gives her prestige, so I'll take it. No Humble, no Gregarious, no Patient, no Honorable, you know, those green traits that make people like you more. So we're in tough times. The first thing we need to do is we need to educate her, because her education is not yet done. And I'm going to give her back to the same guy, since he still is the best guy we have. The problem is, I think it was Pamphilios, wasn't it? Or no, Pantholion, I think I gave her to. Because he was Grey Eminence, and he was, he had Diligent, Gregarious, Trusting. Well, he did Greedy. When did he get Greedy? Was it Pantholion? This guy is Stressed, Arbitrary, Honest. I think it was this guy I actually gave her to, Pamphilios, because I remember he was Kind, Brave, Patient. See, she could have gotten any of these traits, and I would have loved it. But instead, she gets crappy traits. Dew of Calabria. You're also Grey Eminence, but you're Slothful, Honest, Humble, Wroth, Cruel. No, I was going to say I could use... He's a Dew, so it'd be nice to get the benefit of him liking me more. But unfortunately, that is not going to happen. Look at this, though. Nobody likes me anymore. It's going to take everything I have to avoid a crippling civil war. It's going to be... Is it Pamphilios or is it Pantolion? Gregarious is a really good one to have. They're both Grey Eminences. You can't pass on quick. Greedy versus Stress. He doesn't have negative traits. He has Greedy that she could pick up. And Zealous. Although that's not necessarily negative, but... Let's go Pamphilios. Alright, so he'll finish off her education. So now, this war down here that we're in, we're absolutely going to win it. But it's going to take a long time for us to siege and eventually storm this place. They have a garrison. Does it say? They have a garrison of 1,088 plus 779. That's pretty rough. So we might not be able to storm that. We might not want to storm it. And then we have these guys up here who are conquering Al Jazeera as we speak. We may just have to abandon this and go over there and take them down. I'm not sure. But before we do that, we have to do everything in our power to make sure that our vassals are not rebelling. So I think the smart move here is to go and look at our vassals by their strength. Okay, so first, we have Sicily, who is our most powerful guy at 10% of our strength. He actually likes us pretty well. Why? Because he is content. But he dislikes us because of short reign, which everyone will dislike us about. There's nothing we can do about that. That's -16. Female ruler, -10, and medium crown authority, -10. So that means that every single vassal automatically, without any, there's nothing I can do about it, dislikes me 36. Now he dislikes me an additional 25 because he wants control of the county of Malta. And at this point, I'm just going to give it to him. So we're going to give Eustathia, the Countess of Malta, to Pancratios. Now he likes me at 62. He will probably not rebel against me. Now our state diplomacy is really good, and another way that I can earn some goodwill amongst my people is to increase my prestige, which I can do by creating counties right now and of course winning this holy war. So Pantokritos is now likes me at 62, even though it hasn't been updated here, which is kind of lame. Okay, now we have Konstantinos at 52. He's the next strongest, and he seems to like me all right as well. nothing really that I could fix here. So we're going to leave him at 52. Now the next strongest guy, Eustathios, doesn't like me at all. He is the Duke of Charcianon. Now he's right around my neighborhood. Probably a good idea to keep him happy. What are his problems? It's not that he dislikes me, it's that he just doesn't like me very much. He has the same 3 negatives that everyone else does, but just nothing positive to balance it out. He doesn't want anything, so he's a good candidate for bribe. 55 gold. 18 is not high, but at least it's in the green. We'll see how that goes. And this guy's at negative 18 because he is humble and we are proud. I don't think there is anything we can really do about him. Gold alone will bring him maybe up to 0, and he might desire a lot of gold. 60 and a race opinion with, well, okay. At least it's positive and in the green. I'm not really sure how this works. I don't know if they have to be above a certain threshold. I always try to get them above 50 because I have seen people who like me who still form factions and plots against me, but there are different reasons for rebellion. And for example, if they're all about to rebel to lower crown authority, I might just let them have it for a moment until I have a stronger power base. I'm not sure. The Duke of Trebizond also is not very fond of me. And he, same thing, humble versus proud. So the only way to really help him out is give him some money. And we're still not doing great, but at least we're in the green. Sergios, the Duke of the Siberiate. I don't know how to pronounce that. If you're Greek, please let me know. That'd be cool. Money should help him as well. Down to about 1,000. Okay, 18. Now, lucky for me, Eudokimos is pretty cool. He is my strongest family member, and instead of trying to take the throne for himself, he likes me fairly well. And that is even though I get a negative 20 because he is a title claimant, and a negative 5 because he has primogeniture succession, or I do. And that is because he is also content. He has a lot of troops, and he's in my family, so let's see how much money he would like. He's actually more expensive than the dues. That's very interesting. The average mercenary troop costs 300 gold, so I want at least 600. All these people are in the green. They seem to like me pretty well. Paschalis, Duke of Athens, he likes me 32. Damiana of Damascus likes me quite a bit because of content. Oh, how I love that content. All these guys that really like me have content. Basiliki of Achaia, is she content as well? Yes, she is, but she wants control of the county of Methone. That would really cause her to like me more. Do I have control of it? I guess I do. Well, this is your lucky day, Basiliki. Oh, you know what? That's what happened. When I kicked the crap out of this guy up here, he had that county. So now it belongs to me. Well, guess what? It is your lucky day. This guy doesn't like me anyways, so 62. That was a smart move. Princess, or Basilissa, Dr. Clinical is very wise in the ways of politics. Okay. So Lady Person Man, she's sort of positive about us. She's a family member. Perhaps giving her a little bit of cash would be a good thing to do too. I think she's already Caesar, and she already likes me because of that. Yeah, plus 15. She's negative because of primogeniture succession and title claimant. Fortunately, my female vassals do not dislike me for being a female. So that is something that is very good. Wow, Lady Person Man is the most expensive of us all. But worth it. Because I need her in my corner. Eugenios, there is nothing I can do about this guy. He just doesn't like me at all because he's envious. And I cannot make that go away. Zene, she is at positive 2, just barely. She's the Duke of the Aegean Islands. Oh yeah, Gariphilia hates my guts. Why? She wants control of the county of Cephalonia. Do I have that? Epirus? When did I get Cephalonia? I don't know, but you're welcome to it. And that was all it took. Now she likes me a whole ton. 22. Okay, that was worth it. That was definitely worth it. She wants to become king of Greece. No, I'm sorry, ma'am. That is not going to happen today. Alright, we're down to 867. Again, I don't want to go any lower than 600. Most everybody's cool with me in the top ends. Eugenio's nothing I can do. Thomas. Your deal is the same as everybody else. Humble versus proud. How much is it going to cost to buy you off? 60. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Yosef. You are also humble versus proud. So basically everybody in this whole place that's humble hates me. Desdemona really hates me. Oh, wow. She wants control of the county of Ani. Okay. Almost necessary for me to do this because Desdemona is a relative and she's very powerful. And that guy doesn't like me anyways. So even with all of that, she still doesn't like me very much. With the main problem being title claimant primogeniture suggests... great, I can speak English. Primogeniture succession. Alright, now at least she tolerates me. I think that's enough for now. We're gonna keep the speed on slow. I'm not gonna give up Venice. Hopefully that won't harm me. But we won this battle here. We're looking at, okay, I'm just gonna storm it and hopefully get this holy war over with really soon. And that should also cause us to... The lower crown authority is growing. Oh boy, is it growing. 19% of my strength. 18. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this one. Gariphilia is the main supporter of this. And I gave her a vassal, so she really... I think she has to like me 50 or more. Or I think it has to be 60 or more to not join a faction. Now they're at 23%. Oh boy. 29%. 34%. Okay, this faction is becoming quite dangerous. What am I going to do? Duchess and Anesthea? Oh boy. Alright. We're having some bad times here. They already have about a third of my power. Demetria, Princess Demetria is in on this. That's terrible, Demetria. And there's nothing I can really do to help her out, but she's just a countess. Maybe some money. 44? Alright, she's cool. She still might be in the faction, though. Because, again, they have to... Okay, she likes me and Gariphilia equally. They have to kind of like her worse. I don't know what to do here. I'm going to send... I have to send my spy master to take her out. Where is she? Duchess Gariphilia of Epirus. My Mysticos. Is there anyone better than you? Just by 1. 18. Not really worth it. Not really worth pissing you off. Alright, so Mysticos, you are going to Epirus. This is Epirus, right? Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay, so hopefully that will cause her to tone down her faction a bit. Otherwise, we are in bad shape. Tristan needs a guardian as well. Who is someone that likes me, but could like me more? Duke of Calabria? I think you're okay right now. Where's the girl that wants the faction? Or where's Demetria? Demetria would be a good choice. Except apparently she's terrible. Let's go to rank. Okay, there's Desdemona. She might be a good choice, actually. She's got good traits anyway. Pamphilios, the Duke of Dalmatia, doesn't like me very much. That would be useful. It would put him in the... And he's related to me. But he's craven and arbitrary and zealous. But otherwise, not too bad. Duchess of Epirus. She's slow. I don't think you can transfer that, though. Intricate web weaver. Ambitious. Kind. That might actually make her like me enough to cease her plotting. It might not, though. Wow, all you people are better than Demetria? Tolstoy! Even you are abandoning me, Tolstoy? That is terrible. Where's Demetria? Okay, apparently Demetria is not that big of a threat here, because I can't even find her anywhere. So... you are a fortune builder. She's Midas touched. I'm going to give you to Desdemona. She'll be good to have in my corner. Tristan hates Dr. Clinical too. Alright, this is not good times here. Not good times at all. Duchess Anastasia of Adrianopolis hates me, and she's my kinwoman. Why on earth? Just because you're a title claimant, huh? 105? Oh boy, I don't know. Hope I will not regret that. Okay, let's keep the factions up here. Actually, can I storm yet? I can. I need to bring my troops home as fast as possible. I don't think there's much I can do here to save me from civil war. We'll see. Now they're at 40% almost of my strength. I think once they get above 50, they start sending me ultimatums. 100% war score. Thank goodness. Okay. Galilee now belongs to us. And we can use it to make some people like us. Some people hopefully with good military skills. I'm not giving it to you, Nona. You are possessed and maimed. What are you? You're an unpredictable leader? No. Organizer? Yes. Yes, I want you on my team. I need organizers, even if all the other traits are terrible. Lustful, I don't even care. Welcome to the Empire. Enjoy the county of Beirut. Boom. Alright. Next, I need someone who... let's go to steward. Theo... oh, you're a do already. Alright, it's doing this again. Whatever. Sacularios of Lychnidon. Sacularius of... he's a count. No. It's so hilarious that the only people that are worth anything in my entire realm are women. Although you're a countess. Okay. Ruler. No. You're humble and craven. You have a child. Okay. County of Sefed. Okay. So now the good news is I get to move my troops back to where they can protect Princess, or I keep saying Princess, but it's Basilissa Dr. Clinical. But still, these factions, 42% of my strength. And there's really not much I can do about this till I get more prestige. So we're just gonna mosey on over. I have tried to buy most of these people off. 48%, 47%. Oh boy. This is becoming quite as 50%. Now, they should get less powerful as I'm reinforcing 239 soldiers a month, and I will get to 11,310. Now, is this just my Varangians? Or do I have actual troops in here somewhere? I think I might have troops. Yeah, unfortunately. So we're going to bring them back. We are going to resummon the Varangians just to keep these guys honest. Okay. And that way they can replenish. 50%, 53%. Her liking of me has changed. Oh boy, 61%. Okay. This is going to be a problem. Holy crap. All of these dues. I need the money for mercenaries. Buying them off is not going to work. There's just too many of them. There's just too damn many of them. Oh, man. I mean, this is just a poor little girl. Why are you guys doing this to her? Will giving up Venezia help? I'm trying to see what their domain. Yeah, so okay, everybody's hating me a little bit because of that. I didn't want to do it. God, I really didn't want to do it, but I need my 7 core provinces, so someone's gonna have to get Venetia. Dorothy, I think I already gave you a county, didn't I? Or your husband is a count. Yeah, something like that. Anastasia, you were content. Seems pretty good for Venice, and you're 62, and you have a female heir who's 34. Who's 3 heirs. Let's see if I can find someone old who does not have an heir. That would be awesome. Euphrasia, you're 46. You are ambitious, however, but that doesn't bother me too much because you're chaste and you're unmarried. This is a gamble here. But that way, like, when I get married and am able to raise up my personal stewardship, I can take over the county. Okay. Again, might have been a bad idea. Her ambitiousness is not causing her to hate me just yet. Maybe in a moment. Maybe I didn't quite think that one through. But that should help with the faction. Now that everybody should like me 10 better. Doesn't appear to be happening. We have another faction. Demetria, thank you very much for your senior. And she already has a buddy as well. Oh, poor Princess Dr. Clinical. We just have to survive long enough to get married. How old are you now? 2 September 922. Okay, so you're going to be 16 in a few months. Oh boy. This is nuts. This is nuts. This faction, all these factions are getting really uppity. 65%. You're all horrible people. All of you. She's just a little girl. We're in April. Oh boy. Well, at least the money's coming back in. Slowly. And now we have Eudokimos. New faction there. This faction's up to 42. Seniority succession. All the factions are growing. This one seems to be staying around 60%. That's a good thing. We're in May. Come on. This one's a little under 50%. Now we have Constance for Byzantine Empire. I don't even know who you are. Everybody wants a piece. But the highest faction is still this one at 60%. These are very tense times for the Empire, but my troops are now starting to consolidate. A civil war will be long and annoying, but I think we could win it militarily and financially. I just don't want to have to deal with it. June. They can produce combined 11,000, almost 12,000 men. So far, wow, my retinue is... Life is good, and great parties make them even better. Maybe I should invite Pamphilios Menescanitas to one of them. Maybe you should. 66%. All of you traitors. All of you terrible traitors. Oh. No. And she is chaste. I'll have to marry her to some dude who's lustful. Prince Dr. Dalamand for Byzantine Empire faction, because why not? Almost 70% this faction has become. We're reinforcing slowly. July. I don't even know if we'll live long enough to get married here. It's down to 67. Oh boy. Now they're up to 12,000 men. At least the Abbasids aren't able to take advantage of our time of troubles here. Let's go join up with the Varangians in Constantinople. And my cousin, Queen of Bavaria, is in trouble again. But you know what? She's going to have to deal with it herself this time. August. Alright, we're almost there. In fact, let's find you a husband who is not the King of West Francia. You're my kinsman. That's not a good idea. Who's ambitious. You'd be a good choice otherwise. But I don't know if... I think... Is kinsman far enough away that it won't lead to inbreeding? I don't know. I don't know. You're just a courtier, which won't give us any... A good alliance would be worth something too. Who would Methodios give us? Count Tolstoy of Bononia. Oh. You're Welsh. Midas touch, just, zealous, patient, envious, and craven. You're a courtier. God, you people are terrible. All of you. All of you. Tolstoy. we could marry the bastard dynasty back into the real dynasty, although you're deceitful, craven, and content. None of these people really are good at this. I mean, he's the only decent one. Methodios is the only decent one at stewardship, and we need stewardship. Well, I guess we don't need that much stewardship. Maybe diplomacy. You're 18, but you have a lisp. What's with all these lisps? Okay, you're 15. You're Dutch. You're ambitious, gregarious, charitable, kind, and honest. You're completely lousy at stewardship, but that should be okay, because we can have our 7 provinces. I would like more, though. And we don't know what you're going to turn into because you're still underage yourself. When is your birthday? How do I find out? No. I just want to look at him. There we go. Oh, you're only 14, actually. What? Oh, boy. Alright, let's look again here. Let's look at rank. The King of Frisia, he will not agree to... Oh, we need a matrilineal... What am I thinking about? Matrilineal marriage. Oh my god, I wasted all that time. The Prince of Georgia. But you're terrible. Methodios. He really stands out, even though he's my kinsman. I think if it says kinsman, again, you don't have the problem of inbreeding. It's only if they say you're your cousin or you're something or other. I think kinsman is far enough away that it's acceptable. But I don't know. He has good traits, except he's arbitrary. And he has a lisp. But he does have high fertility, which will impede her lack of fertility. How about Midas touched? It's a little bit more. You're Midas touched, but you're wroth, zealous, proud, greedy, and just. So you're pretty much terrible otherwise. Well, your stats are good though. You have bad traits, but your stats are actually pretty good. And you're not related to me. You won't help much with diplomacy, which I could actually use. Let's see who's good at diplomacy. Well, you're this guy. Okay, 22, but you're terrible in that. Nobody's really good in both things. Konglak, who's 36. There's this guy again. No, yeah, nobody's really good at both things. She might turn into a Graham. You know what? I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till she becomes an adult. So many factions. So many damn factions. My money's going up at least. Nobody. A charismatic negotiator. What does that mean? My domain is too big. Oh, son of a gun. Alright, ambition. To get married. Okay, and we're going to do that. You are... Oh, man. Okay, you got +5 fertility. I'll take that. Your diplomacy is +6, so that is good. Learn. I wish I would have given you some stewardship, but... And you also have... Oh, chaste. Oh, Lord. -15, +5, so you're at -10 fertility at this point. How do I get her to lustful? I don't know. Okay, matrilineal. I think Methodios is just going to either Methodios or Anthemios. Anthemios is better. He's more fertile. He's got worse traits and worse stats. Methodios has better stats, but only +10 fertility versus +15. That does make a difference. The fact that he's my kinsman worries me a little bit. But... I just don't know. I just don't know. His stats will help her better. But I don't want to have some inbred horrible children. Oh boy. Oh boy. This may be the worst move I've ever made. I don't know. But it'll have to do. We need to get back to... We need to get him in here though, so I don't get penalties for domain. Come on. Come on. Okay, 300 prestige is very good. Alright. That wasn't enough? No, it's enough. Okay, okay. Whew. Whew. Next ambition. Have a son. What? I cannot have a son? I can only have a daughter? What? Oh my god. If she has a female heir, it's going to make everybody hate her even more. She'll get -2, an additional -10. Oh my. I mean, could this have happened any worse for us, honestly? James, you piece of crap. You had to just go and die. I mean, the guy tutoring her had all these amazing traits and abilities, and she ended up not getting any of them and getting 2 terrible traits that he didn't even have. This is so frustrating. Why can't I have a son? And everybody hates you, so even if she held like a feast or something, it wouldn't necessarily do us any good, would it? Because half people wouldn't even come. Any plots against the Aurelii? Not directly. Someone is plotting against my Aunt Desdemona. Count Traianios. I'm your heir. Interesting. So that means if I imprison you, which is very hard. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work. Can I just keep doing this, like, forever? Yep. Alright, so now he's in the dungeon. And if he's in the dungeon, he can't have kids. So the county will eventually revert to me. That's very interesting. I thought I gave that county over to her, though. Yeah. No, she's cool with me. Factions. Okay, I think the factions have stabilized at about 60%. This episode is getting a little long. I should let it go. I guess we're going to go to have a daughter. I mean, we need an heir of one kind or another, but that'll just hurt us even more. which means I need to gain some prestige and fast. So a good way to do that is to create some duchies. Let's take a look and see what I can do real quick. We can have the Duchy of Dyrrachium. So Strymon, Lechidnos, and Dyrrachium. I could do that. Teclonia, my cousin. She's the Duchess. And I guess it's a matrilineal marriage. That's really cool. She's a title claimant, really? Alright. Who else do we have here? We have Count Thomas. He's one of Tolstoy's, isn't he? Or at least down the line. He likes me a lot, and he's content. So making him the Duke would be nice. Count Philippos doesn't like me at all. So I think Thomas is really the one who deserves it. I know that Teclonia is one of my named family members, but as you can see here, making her more powerful will not. She's not ambitious, and she's a cleric. Should I keep it in the family? It'll cost 181 gold, and it'll give me 200 more prestige. Or, whoops. Okay. So now... Alright, Teclonia. This better not be a bad idea on my part. I've been doing some touchy decisions here. Duchy of Dyrrachium. Alright. She's pretty happy with me now. Prestige is giving me +6 to everybody liking me, so that's good. I'm helping myself a lot there. Next, we have the Duchy of Silesia, which I will not make because it's huge, and whoever would be in charge of that would be super powerful. Not the King of Armenia. Mesopotamia, that's 3. I could potentially do that. Who's in it? We've got old guy, who's actually a priest. This guy, who's pretty fond of me. And this guy, who is ambitious and is not fond of me at all. So you would seem to be the big winner, Count Artemios. You are cruel. Doesn't really bother me much. So you're stressed. You might be dying soon. Your heir is this fellow, who is brave, proud, cruel, and deceitful. Wonderful. Big winner. Duchy of Edessa. That's cool, because if I give someone that, they could fight and get this county on their own without me having to even do it. That's Antonios, my kinsman, who likes me a lot already. He's a title claimant, but, you know, can't win them all. And this guy, who's pretty cool as well. But I think Antonios would be better for my prestige. This one will cost the same amount, 181 gold. And I will give it to you, my friend. And now he is thrilled with me as well. And I have a ton of prestige, which is now making everybody in the Empire like me +8. So, okay. We're not out of the woods yet, ladies and gentlemen, but we have kept things going for about a year. Her goal is to have a daughter. I hope she messes up and has a son so that everybody won't hate me even more. But my prestige is now at least at almost to the point where it will combat the -10 I have for having an heir daughter. Or if I have a son, the -10 I will have for being a female myself. And it looks like I let my money get down dangerously low. It's coming up 17. I'm not sure why it's so high. Maybe because I gave away Venice? I'm not sure. It should be higher than this. But I'll take it. And I'm just not going to spend money. I'm going to be real careful. No wars. We're just going to keep things really tight here. Because it's a dangerous world. Nona. Oh, our organizer, Juliana. Perfect. And you, I guess. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this has gone on too long. We've managed to survive. Hopefully we will continue to do so. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.